sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce.
Don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. Come to the game, bring your family, and get a free mascot bobblehead. All right, Laker fans.
Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Sharon Jackson and the Utah Jazz. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Damian Lillard out there with Holiday. And it's Avdia in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, and it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. And Greg, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Lillard looking around. Here's Kamara. From outside, off the mark. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Holiday, following the three by the Lakers. He's looking for Klingon and finds him. Count it.
Oh, good luck against Klingon in close. That's where he makes his money.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a major story for the Trailblazers. I'm told the team sale is taking place. Commissioner Adam Silver says the league prefers they stay put in Portland, but a new arena will likely be needed. The Moda Center, one of the league's oldest arenas that have not yet undergone major renovations, and the Blazers have played there since 1995.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
Nothing the defense can do. James is skilled at sinking that jumper right in the face.
Lillard attacking. Klingon the screen for Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Smith. And he makes good on the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
So the wing on the left. Lillard from outside. A rebound by the Lakers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Here's Lillard following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And Holiday kicks to Lillard. There's a screen by Kamara. 5 on the clock. Lillard finds Holiday. Over Kennard. Smith against Lillard. Here's James. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. LeBron's got 7.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Shot to stop the run. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Nick Smith.
Lillard's craftiness right there on display, able to get himself to the line. He does that a lot.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Maurice checked in for Lillard. And coming into this season, J.J. Redick and the Lakers Park emphasizing the importance of championship-level conditioning.
Well, hard to see that as directed at anyone other than Luka Doncic. That's one of the criticisms of Luka, his conditioning and his lack of effort defensively. This was a big question when they traded for him. Could they convince him to make the conditioning commitment necessary?
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sissoko checked in. Pass to LaRavia. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, LeBron James.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Portland. Back to Sharp. Pass to Williams. Back to Sharp. Henderson outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Here's James. Some solid defense from Grant.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Thybulle, the pass to Williams. Yep, it counts.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
James against Grant. Outside, Smart. He doesn't hit that one. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. 2K Sports, back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
James is out there with Jake LaRavia. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Hayes in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Here's Hayes. Williams with the block. Avdia can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's...
And he got fancy with that.
Maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little action.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. LeBron's checked in for Vanderbilt. Luke Kennard comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Smith is subbed in for James. Certainly known for what he does on the court, Clark Damian Lillard has had success off the floor as well.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised, Kevin, knowing how much you're into rap music, that you haven't talked about his thriving rap career. Dame Dollar. He's got a few songs that would imagine are on your playlist, aren't they?
Here's LeBron. Point blank range. Too easy for LeBron.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's gets hauled in by Los Angeles. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
And it's Nick Smith with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Williams. Toumani Camara comes in for Grant, and it's Holiday in for Sharp.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Ayton comes in for Jackson Hayes. And Smart subbed in for Smith. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Sharp's checked in. It's good. Sharp's got 5.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Kennard for 3. Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Inside Smart, and stolen by Sharp. Pass to Holiday. And it's blocked.
I like how Hachimura made himself big, protecting that paint.
In the corner, Camara with it. Off target from three-point range. Lakers leading by 5. On the wing, James. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Off with the layup. Pass to Camara. Back to Sharp. Here's Lillard. Shoots the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's James. LeBron powering inside.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
Portland, they had gone 4 of 6 so far from the line. Missing a couple. Free throw good from Lillard. And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And so he hits both. And we finished one half of basketball. Lakers on.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Smooth operation. I wish every team played this intelligently.
Yeah, if you look at the shots they're getting, they obviously had a game plan coming in, Shaq.
And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening across the NBA.
Oklahoma City hasn't been at full strength.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
Broadcast so far, we're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. On the block, you'll see Camara and Clingan. Holiday out there with Damian Lillard. Avdia into the 3 spot.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings. I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
3-pointer, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number one, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And taking a look at some numbers for Holiday. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Trailblazers in second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Smart on the wing. James outside. Shoots it up. Good, and Smart gets the assist. James has got 20.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
Smith against Lillard. Now, here's Avdia. He's guarded closely, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And now, Hallie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set the foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, it can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. That hopefully becomes part of your identity. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Trailblazers trail by 6. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
From outside the arc, another miss by James. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Lakers making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Portland. Grant comes in for Jamani Kamara.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Smart deciding where to go with it. And he gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Smart. And Jake LaRavia is subbed in for Smith. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Henderson's checked in for Avdia. And it's Sharp in for Drew Holiday. Shot from the top of the key. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard Kennard's got 11. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard, the pass to Henderson. To the middle. Here's Williams, and he uses the glass on the lane.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Hachimura, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Into the lane. Henderson, no one around him. Buries it from three-point range.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kennard kicks to Vanderbilt. Shoots over Grant and stolen by Williams. Here's Henderson. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Henderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
Nailed from three-point land.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Lakers lead by... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got Jake LaRavia. Jackson Hayes is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Buckton in the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Hachimura with his screen on Grant. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. James has got 22 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Avdia, the pass to Henderson. Nice move. He lays it in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers. Lillard's checked in for Portland. Here's James. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. James dishes to Hayes. LeBron kicks to Hachimura. His three-pointers off the mark. For Portland, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's James. Hayes. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Lakers lead by 4.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Luke Kennard comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Smith subbed in for Hachimura. Portland also making some changes. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Williams. Tamani Kamara comes in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Holiday in for Shaden Sharp. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chugging up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Eaton outside. Now Smart. And down goes the first.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, you're stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
James outside. From outside. James making it look easy from deep.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you. Rough start for him, for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Outside, Smart. Holiday there for the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard, 3. Good.
Custom crafted for moments just like this. Damian Lillard.
James looking it over. Beyond the arc. LeBron with the response from 3-point range.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
I'm not quite ready to go there yet, but it certainly sounds like the crowd is with you on that idea. That's a real brain fade right there, a mental error, and it cost them a possession.
And here's the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Smith launches it. He drills the 3.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now here's LeBron, Clingan covering. Here's Ayton. Smart outside, from deep, buries the deep ball.
And if Smart finds his rhythm from range, he's dangerous. He can do a lot of damage from deep.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
All right, thanks, guys. DeAndre, a new season. How exciting is it to play ball in front of this home crowd?
You know, with all the excitement and all the fans coming out here, really, I just wanted to put on a show for them, to be honest, and just win as many games as I played.
The energy from the fans was missed. Thanks so much, DeAndre.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now, our player of the game, LeBron James.